Welcome to episode 366 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Good morning.
Producer Gerald making the show happen behind the glass. We're all together.
We're here.
Look, Gerald started out powerful this morning with the tighten up right off the rip.
Go, Producer Gerald. I don't even know why. He wants them to lose.
I know. I think that's in support of me and not them.
That must be.
Yeah. It's powerful. The game is going to take place in a few hours from here, so we don't know the outcome, but when you listen, it's already happened, so that's how time works. In case you guys are wondering. The magic of time. How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
I'm good.
I just don't care. I just don't care about the Titans, so I'm just letting you ramble because you do.
You should. Everybody should.
I don't care about the Titans or Kansas City.
You don't like a good Cinderella story?
No.
A good underdog tale?
I'm more of a revenge flick kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about different things again.
It happens sometimes.
It does happen. The internet's a dark place.
It is. It'll take you to some spots.
It's pretty beautiful. I wouldn't want to go back without it. I'll say that.
I would say life was simpler at the time, which wasn't a bad thing.
People were more stupid, though.
No, I don't know that that's necessarily true.
You can get any answer now.
You can get a lot of wrong ones, too, that are perceived as truth.
I have to tell you this yesterday.
Oh, no.
It's not me. It's something I witnessed.
Oh.
I was working yesterday, and I wanted to go get some lunch once I completed all the work I was going to do. Mm-hmm. And I was going Taco Bell, because that's where I go.
Right.
And there's this girl who gets out of her car. She opens the door. She leaves the door open. And she faces the door, and she's doing a full dance routine while someone inside the car films her. And they must have done 20 takes, because I was eating in my car. I don't know what she was messing up. There was something she felt like she wasn't nailing.
Okay. You're not sure what?
No. And the whole video was being filmed in the parking lot in front of Hooters. So one could only assume they wanted Hooters as a backdrop.
Right.
But she just kept trying and trying and trying.
Did she ever nail it?
I don't know. I mean, it looked like a hot mess because I can't hear any music that would be going with it, you know.
You just see some person, freaking out.
Yeah, spazzing out.
Yeah.
While Steven Spielberg in the car was giving her directions.
Yeah.
You know, to get everything right while JJ was at the helm.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what has the world come to? That doesn't happen 15 years ago.
No, you're right. It doesn't.
Because if it did, people would stop and be like, are you okay?
Is that right? Yeah. Do I need to call an ambulance? Something
right,
like that.
Whereas
right?
I pulled up and was like, oh, she's making a TikTok.
Right.
Like, somehow that was acceptable.
Yeah. So, yeah, yep.
So, yeah.
I still take issue with you. I don't know that people were stupider 15 years ago.
They for sure were more dumb back then.
I don't think so. I take it. No. I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think it was just a different kind of... Okay, here's the thing. Is back then, it might have been an uninformed dumb. Now it's... I can have any truth I want dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah, just really stupid. Actually stupid.
I would agree. People were less informed, which in turn made them more dumb. Now people are idiots.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, which is allowed.
Before it was just ignorance due to lack of knowledge and research.
Right.
Now it's just dumb, just stupid people.
The instant access to information is remarkable, but you're right. You do take pretty much everything like at face value.
Right. You basically get to decide what the truth is, which is not actually how facts or the truth work at all.
Yeah, like my stepdad asked me during last week's game, he's like, what's the most points ever scored in a game? So I don't know, but I just type in what's the most points scored in the game, and then as an expert, I responded to him with exactly what it told me without checking even more than one source.
Right.
So I could have spread false information that he maybe then spread to other people.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
But if he'd asked me 15 years ago, I'd be like, what do I look like? You know?
Right. And the thing is yes, that's a misinformation, but I don't know that would be harmful in any way. But
that's not because it's about football. But
right. There's some cases where that could actually like what was it? The human trafficking ring running out of the pizza shop in New York, run by Hillary Clinton or whatever.
Yeah. What's that? What was that called?
Pizzagate, I think.
Was it Pizzagate?
I think so.
Can't handle.
But that kind of
producer Gerald quick with the confirmation of Pizzagate.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff can be dangerous.
Yeah, it can.
Harmful.
Yeah.
Like literally harmful. Like hurt somebody, harmful. Kill somebody, harmful.
Yeah, it could be bad. It could be bad. Luckily, the kind of thing we do here, not harming anybody.
I don't know that it's helping, but it's
not
harming hurt anyone.
Some would say if you're not doing bad, you're doing good, you know?
Some would say we're cathartic.
Pizzagate is not fake news, that shirt says.
See?
Now, I take offense to the fact that those kids are wearing those shirts. You can be insane. You shouldn't make your kids insane. You should always give them a fighting chance.
Yeah, leave them out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on both sides of the aisle. Or no aisle, or whatever you're talking about. Let your kids determine. Your job is to give your kid the tools to survive this cruel and unjust world. That is it.
This show's about parenting, folks.
It's not really. Because that's probably horrible. That's my take on it. It's probably not right. Of course you should show your children love and care. But what you don't need to do is brainwash them with a certain ideology that you hold yourself. Let them determine their own path. Just give them the tools to survive.
I think most people want their children to believe what they believe.
Well, but I don't care. That's wrong.
Right. The easy way to go is to not believe in anything, and then you don't have to worry about it.
That's right. If you don't believe in anything, you can't fall for anything. See?
Right. I'm not ever wrong because I just don't believe in any of it.
I'm never right either, and I walk that tightrope, and I'm fine.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Let's take a weird turn right off the bat. This whole show. How long have we been rolling? Like 6 minutes?
8, maybe.
The whole thing's weird.
That's what we do here. That's what we bring to the table, folks.
I wonder how many people out there were like, this is all bad advice.
Right. Maybe we spread misinformation.
Maybe we do. And maybe that's why we're here. Maybe the whole thing's a plant,
Right. It's all a conspiracy.
Yeah.
We've been placed here to do that.
This is part of the rabbit hole that you go down,
It's all what we do. It's how it goes.
Somebody's searching Pizzagate. 20 minutes later, listen to this show.
Right.
And they're like, if you listen to minute 1, minute 15, minute 30, minute 45, and you use the first word of every sentence, they tell you what's really going on.
Right.
Because people will create the rest of the conspiracy.
That. Yep, they create their own conspiracies out of nothing.
Yep. And I'm into that. I'm into seeing how far people will go to try to do that. I like it.
Oh, when they just string together a bunch of really thin evidence and
when they're like,
call it the answer.
Right. If you always look at the word next to me, and then you take the first letter, then you take the second letter, then you take the third letter, it spells hell. And you're like, well, I don't know. Kind of a deep pool,
Yeah, they did a thing like that with the Monster can. Some group that it's a satanic drink or something because Mark of the Beast and 3 points and all. You could probably find it if you Googled it, but it's crazy.
Don't Google it, Gerald.
It's like no, I don't think that. I think you're grasping here.
Yeah, Monster is probably a company that just wants to make money selling energy drinks.
Right, and Monster was a cool name.
Yeah, it's a cool name, right? You turn into a monster when you're on it.
Roar. That's not true, by the way.
Gerald's pulled up video game conspiracies.
Perfect.
What's this Animal Crossing one? Let me get a scroll down a little bit.
Everybody's dead in it.
The Rubicon. Animal Crossing the Rubicon. I can't see what that says.
I mean, there's something about...
Let me tell you. There's no conspiracies in Animal Crossing. There's just not.
Because, apparently you're in... It's such a merry, wonderful world until you start thinking about why you can't leave and why you arrived. Where'd it go? Yeah, and why you arrived on a bus all by yourself and why you don't have any bodily functions. The reason because you're dead, and this happy world of work is actually purgatory.
Okay, so I guess that could be true.
See, this is how it starts.
All of these things are also true because it's a video game.
So it could be anything.
Well, so I'm going to say 95% of the games that you play, you don't actually have bodily functions in.
True.
That number may be even low.
Could be.
So you're not dead in all of those games, I assume.
I wouldn't think so. You might be. Yeah. Maybe they're all purgatory.
Maybe we're in purgatory right now. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I do.
I took it one step deeper.
Yeah. That's how it starts.
It's all simulation, in case you didn't know. Oh, I don't like where this is going.
No, let's move away. Let's move off of it.
Yeah, I don't like where it's going. Video games, you're still retired?
No.
You played again?
I did.
You're back?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Borderlands 3.
Well, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I picked it up. It was on sale. And I had some gift cards and stuff, so I picked it up, and I'm not quite far into it. It's obviously a huge game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I always like the Borderland games anyway, so...
So you're enjoying it?
Yeah, I am enjoying it. I haven't really dug deep into some of the different social functions and all that different stuff, but right now I'm just playing through the game, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think I'm at 8% on trophies or something.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
it's good to have.
That's really all I've played this week. Yes, I haven't been up late,
you back, though.
But I've been playing it when I've been. I get home from work and I'll play for a couple hours. But yeah, I think I picked it up last week.
Yeah, it was on that holiday sale, right?
No, I picked it up at GameStop.
Oh, I got you. I think it was on a holiday sale. Or maybe it's on sale now.
I picked up physical copy.
You know I support that.
Yeah, I picked up the physical copy of it. I did look into the Old Republic, and everything seems to have a subscription, so fuck that.
Oh, really? It's not free.
Apparently not. Oh, apparently you can play like a small part for free. But you still have to give all your information, and I'm not about that life, so.
You won't give your information?
Not until I decide I want to play it.
No, you don't want to get billed forever? Is that what you're afraid of?
Yeah.
Not like your name and stuff. You're worried about putting your credit card in to play.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I don't really worry about that kind of thing because if someone wants to be me, they can have the job.
Right. That's why I'm not sure what you're worried about.
But because I didn't want to go through the whole... Listen, I wanted to create a username and go in and try it.
Right.
I didn't want to fill out the whole profile and all that and blah, blah, blah. And...
You wanted to be Big Dong Dan and just run around and be a Jedi.
Yeah, so and it's not part of the story. It's like just like some thing that you can like a
you don't start at the beginning?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just some part of the one of the add-ons or something that you can try for free. And yeah, no. So yeah, I might look into it a little more, but I didn't. Yeah, but I haven't. Kind of like a demo, looking for it, but I haven't seen one, so I just passed on it. That's fine.
If it was on console, I would look it up.
I would too, without a doubt.
Check it up.
Like I said, that's what I've been waiting for. But
it's never happening.
I know.
I played Wreckfest. I got the platinum.
Congrats.
So, yeah, the platinum has been secured. First platinum of 2020. So I've got one off the list already for the year. That game's a lot of fun. Still like a handful of DLC packs coming out for it. So I'll continue to play it. A friend of the show, Marshall 205 also got the trophy.
He platinumed it as well?
Yeah, he got it the same night I did, shortly after I got it. So it's 2 platinums down. That game's a lot of fun. Again, I want to be clear. It's not good. It's not great. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun. It's fun every time we play, but it's not a great game. It freezes up pretty much every time we play too and have to restart.
Oh, that's always nice.
It's a fucking blast with a friend though. It's got a really tight community. I don't remember if I talked about this off air or on air.
You talked about it on air.
But yeah,
last week.
So these people now, because we've
it's
played
always
so
the same
much
people you're running into.
Yeah, but we've played so much now that some people hate we hate each other.
Oh, really?
It's great. We joined a room when we got the platinum. The night we got the platinum, we joined a room and somebody immediately voted to kick me as soon as I came in.
Oh,
I'm like, look what I've done. Look at that. That gentleman hates me enough that he wants. Shout out to Hawk Dizzle. That's who it is. Hawk Dizzle.
Hot Dizzle.
Hawk Dizzle.
Hawk Dizzle.
Yeah. Voted me out as soon as I joined the room, and I like to think it's because he knows I'm a winner. You know, he knows.
Okay.
His chances of winning go significantly down when I pop in.
Got it.
And he rolls in a crew of 2, so his buddy immediately voted me too.
Right. Well,
so I just turned around and voted him, and then Howard, voted to kick him. So nobody got kicked because it takes more than that. But how much is that? Scroll down.
It's $34.99 used.
$34.99 used. It's still too expensive. I think it was like $29 when I got mine.
Yeah.
And
you said even that was probably a little expensive.
Unless you're going to go platinum, because there's a lot of gameplay there if you're going to go in for the platinum. If you're going to go in for the platinum, I think it's probably worth it. If you just want it to play and goof off, you're going to need to be cheaper. And if you don't have friends to play it with, I don't think you should buy it. Played some of that. Played some Rocket League. Rocket League's got a new event getting ready to kick off, I think, on the 20th. They're doing their Chinese New Year.
So did you get Marshall 205 to play it?
Yeah, he played. Friend of the show, Pat Man. Friend of the show, Marshall 205. We played a little Rocket League. We actually did very well. Because that's what champions do. They win. And
except for that one night where you lost 6 in a row.
Yeah, we didn't win that night. Weren't champions that day. And then we went right back to playing Wreckfest. So I don't know. Since Platinum Wreckfest, I've really taken a break. I've been to bed early the last 2 nights.
How was that?
I don't know. I struggle. So, Friday I was exhausted, so it was easy to go to bed early. But then last night, because I'd already gone to bed early, my body's like, what are you doing?
Right.
Why are you trying to make us do this twice? Are we being punished? So I just tossed and turned.
Oh, till about 1, 2 o'clock?
It wasn't that late. It was probably like what, Gerald? Like almost midnight? I'd say that not because Gerald wasn't in bed with me. We were texting.
Okay. About
the UFC fight because we were watching it.
You were watching? So. Oh, did you watch it on your iPad or something? You didn't buy it.
We'll talk about that some other time.
Okay.
But it was on, and I didn't get to see the last fight, so I got to see every fight, and then it cut out.
So you didn't.
So then Gerald is like, "I'll just Skype you my screen." And I was like, okay. And I called him on Skype and he didn't answer. And he's like, it's over. And I was like, well, fuck me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I was like, wow. I watched all the fights that didn't matter. And I say that with respect because all of them could kick my ass. But I watched all those fights that didn't matter and then didn't get to watch the only one I wanted. And it was only 40 seconds anyway. So.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert. Connor pounded him out in 40 seconds.
Yeah, I saw it after.
No.
It just wouldn't load live. But I watched the whole 40 seconds after.
I got to be honest, I didn't see it going that quick.
Yeah.
I thought Cowboy would get a couple of them axe handles in. He's got some big, strong hands.
How much proper number 12 whiskey got sold last night?
Oh, jeez.
A lot, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Have you tried it?
No.
Gerald's heard from friends that it's not good unless you're Irish. So it's kind of like Lucky Charms, it sounds like.
Put it on your Lucky Charms. There you go.
You could just pour that right on Lucky Charms, give it to the kids, let the kids calm down.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Back to parenting. Here we go. Back to parenting.
I'm not sure about the advice earlier. I'm sure that advice I just gave you was bad.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
You shouldn't get your kids drunk. I'm positive you shouldn't. I like the look. I like the vibe behind his whiskey.
Like, you think it's a good looking bottle? Is that what you're telling me?
It's a good bottle. The commercials are good. The name, I think, is great. Like proper 12 Irish whiskey.
Well,
I mean,
Irish whiskey is different than American whiskey.
Yeah, see, I think that's just got a good look to it. I don't agree with him punching random strangers who won't drink it. I think he shouldn't do that.
I think he's done with that now, isn't he?
He handled himself like an adult, which I thought was weird last night.
He handled himself like an adult from the beginning of the process of this fight out. Did you see when they did their photo op? He was very cordial and humbled, and
instead of him having like a stiffy, which he has every time when he comes out. Other than that, It was all normal.
Right.
Yeah, he's been, I guess, humbled. People would say, even after winning, he didn't do the strut.
No, he didn't.
The billionaire strut, as they call it.
Right.
That he borrowed from Vince McMahon.
He hugged. He
went over and
Cowboy's
talked to him.
grandma.
He went over and talked to Cowboy too.
Yeah.
I like all the memes where he's hugging him, where he's whispering in his ear, and then all the memes are like, "The money will hit your account tomorrow" and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are all pretty good. They're making me laugh. He got $3 million for showing up. Connor did, win or lose.
Yep.
Cowboy got $200,000 for showing up. Another $200,000 if he won.
Yeah.
Such a huge pay discrepancy.
And Cowboy had the most wins in UFC history, hadn't he?
I don't know. That'd be a Gerald question. Yes.
Yeah, I thought correct.
So. I think Cowboy has had like 40 fights though.
Yeah, he has.
That's a lot of fights.
He had 16 in the year leading up to this.
That's a lot of getting punched in the face.
Yeah, that'll take a toll on you.
A lot of celebrities. They kept showing the celebrities.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner was there. Matthew McConaughey. There's a few others.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's the only one you needed to talk about, though. Dave Bautista. He was there. He's a big Cowboy fan. Has a cowboy hat on.
Uh-huh.
Yep. 50 fights. My Lord.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. This show's not about MMA either.
It's not.
Not about parenting. Not about
or
MMA.
Parenting. Yeah.
Not about conspiracy theories.
We're talking about stuff that the show isn't about. That's
so far, we haven't landed on what the show's about yet, really.
We did talk about video games a little bit.
Briefly. You talked about one you're not going to play.
Right, and one I did.
And I talked about one you shouldn't buy right now. So that's kind of where we are. Is that a jewel that you have there?
What's that?
Your vape, is that a jewel?
Oh, it's a ripstick.
Let me see it. Get it closer. It was blurry. A ripstick is that thing. Oh, it looks like a USB.
Yes.
A ripstick is that thing, that skateboard that you have to move your hips.
It is, yes. This is made by Riptide. It's called a ripstick.
Huh. That looks like it could be like a remote for something.
It does, right. It gives off...
Yeah, you set that down somewhere, you lose it, though.
Little remote vibes and...
So that's the juice next to it in that picture there.
Yes.
That just pops in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Ripstick by Riptide. That could be a personal massager too. It's got that look to it.
Does have a personal massager look to it. It's true.
All right. I think we've covered everything I wanted to cover, so we'll move on. I just wanted to work a vibrator in there somewhere. The news is going to... There's like 15 stories I need to get out of the way, and then we'll go into the proper news. Also, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. It usually goes like this. Some delays right off the bat. A lot of delays.
A lot of them.
We're going to keep these short. We're just going to roll through these. Cyberpunk 2077 is delayed. Original release date was April 16th. It's now due to be released September 17th.
Mm-hmm.
CD Projekt Red wrote in a press release, Night City is massive, full of stories, contents, and places to visit, but due to the sheer scale and complexity of it all, we need more time to finish playtesting, fixing, and polishing. We want Cyber 2077 to be our crowning achievement for this generation, and postponing launch will give us the precious months needed to make the game perfect.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
It is. I see both sides of it.
I do.
Marvel's Iron Man VR pushed back till May.
Yeah.
Previously set for release February 28th, now release on May 15th.
I mean, that one doesn't scare me as much.
In a tweet, the studio said they want to deliver our vision and meet the high expectations of our community. This game aims to be a deeply personal and appropriately funny narrative. So, yeah. I
mean, Cyberpunk, the thing about Cyberpunk is they didn't really show us any real gameplay until just a few months ago. So I don't think this comes completely out of left field that they want some more time to prepare with everything they're trying to do. I'm sure the VR thing it's 3 months. That's not huge to me.
Yeah.
That's just some perfecting things and getting the VR working right.
I think VR is probably hard to make.
Yep.
I think so. I think Cyberpunk's pretty big too, if it's anything like The Witcher, so it's probably true as well.
I think Cyberpunk probably got announced too early to start with.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, we didn't see any real gameplay until just a few months ago. So, I don't know that this is a huge concern as far as CD Projekt Red goes. I mean, they don't put out bad games. They don't put out glitched games, or problem games, broken games. So, I would say this is probably a good thing.
On to the next delay.
This one's a little more concerning.
Square Enix's delays the Avengers game. Previously set to release in May, will now release September 4th, 2020. In a post written by the studio heads, they want to deliver the ultimate Avengers gaming experience. As fans ourselves, it's an honor and a privilege to work on these legendary characters, and we know that these superheroes mean to us and true believers around what they mean to us and true believers around the world. When we set out to bring our vision for Marvel's Avengers, we're committed to delivering an original story-driven campaign, engaging co-op, and compelling content for years to come. To that end, we will spend additional development time focusing on tuning and polishing the game to the high standards our fans deserve. So it's not ready.
This one's a little more concerning to me, though.
Yeah, because that game has...
Because they've been showing gameplay for a year and a half.
They've been getting attacked about how bad it looks, too.
Right.
So...
And now they need more time. If it was so bad, why did they give that original release date? Why have they been showing so much gameplay that didn't tell you anything about what the game is? I don't know. This... Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just biased against the Avengers, but this is more concerning to me than any of the other delays on here.
I mean, I think it's hard to take something that so many people are working on with so many different constraints and say, when exactly will this be out? I think a lot of release dates are shot in the darks, best wishes, whatever.
Right.
But
the thing is just 2 months ago, they announced it coming in February? May?
I think it was originally May.
Yeah.
We're not done.
No, we're not done.
Final Fantasy VII Remake has been delayed.
A month.
It was delayed from March 3rd, and now it will come out April 10th to give the team a little more time. They said in a statement, we are making the tough decision in order to give ourselves a few extra weeks to apply final polish to the game and to deliver you with the best possible experience. On behalf of the whole team, I want to apologize to everyone, and I know this means waiting for the game just a little bit longer. Thank you for your patience and continued support. This one shouldn't scare anybody. A month is literally just time for polish.
Yeah, this one isn't concerning at all.
The Last of Us delayed for polish, and they have said over and over that's what made that game great.
Yep.
Naughty Dog themselves have said, if we release that product a month earlier, it's not as good.
Yeah.
So a month delay is not time to fix the game. They're pretty confident, my guess is, in what the game is. Because if you're going to delay...
going to make it look prettier and fix a few things, just touch some things up.
If you're going to delay, you can delay to whatever at that point, right? You're going to disappoint people either way.
Right.
So if you needed a month, you would go ahead and take it. If you needed 6 months, you would go ahead and take it. So I'm guessing that game is probably fine.
Yeah.
That's it for the delays, but of course, the news is still happening
on there.
So who knows?
What's that? What'd you say?
I mean, the news is still happening.
The news is still happening. That's right.
So something could easily delay while we're doing this. We could delay this.
We won't. Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
We probably won't, but we could.
I'm probably going to call this Delay Day 2020 because that's all most of the news is about. We won't shorten it to D-Day, but we'll call it Delay Day.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
It's not the same.
It's not. Nope.
Yep. So we got to keep it separated. Unless you believe in conspiracies.
Unless you believe in conspiracies.
Now it's on to the real news. PlayStation has announced it won't be at E3. Now, this story is catching some people off guard.
I'm not sure why.
So they skipped out last year, which I think people understood, right? There's not a lot to show off. We're at the end of the life cycle. I think everyone assumed they would be coming back to show off the new console. And I think Sony was like, hey guys, we left.
Yeah, I mean, last year when they pulled out of E3 and said they weren't going, they specifically said that they were taking it upon themselves to get their message out. Why anyone would think they were going to be back this year, to be back under somebody else's tent and back under somebody else's umbrella, is there's no basis for that based on statements they've made.
Yeah, so let me read two statements to you. I want to read you PlayStation's statement, and then I want to read you ESA's because one of these is very concerning to me. So PlayStation said, in lieu of attending E3, Sony says it will be participating in hundreds of consumer events across the globe. Our focus is on making sure fans and feel part of the community of PlayStation. Fans feel part of the PlayStation family and have access to play their favorite content. We have a fantastic lineup of titles coming to PlayStation 4, and with the upcoming launch of the PlayStation 5, we're truly looking forward to a year of celebration with our fans. Mm-hmm. They're going to do some smaller events. They're going to probably bring PlayStation Experience back. Mm-hmm. All of those things I think make sense. Here was the ESA's response to Sony not being there. E3 is a signature event celebrating the video game industry and showcasing the people, brands, innovations, redefining entertainment loved by billions of people around the world. E3 2020 will be an exciting, high-energy show featuring new experiences, partners, exhibitor spaces, activations, and programming that will entertain new and veteran attendees alike. Exhibitor interest in our new activation is gaining the attention of brands that view E3 as a key opportunity to connect with video game fans worldwide. That was their response to Sony not being there.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Which
a fucking
didn't
word.
mention Sony at all.
Not a word about Sony not being there. And we talked about it back when it happened, but you got to stop using that word activation.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop using that. I don't like that at all.
I don't know what that means.
Activation is branding. So when you're waiting to play whatever, there's some dude in line telling you about Band-Aid brand Band-Aids.
Gotcha.
That's activations, right? You're going to connect to people who were there for that thing. So it won't be that. It'll be like gamer fuel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be those dudes in those HD glasses. The
so
thumbstick extenders.
And that's the thing. I think PlayStation has... Part of it is they want to control their own brand. I understand that.
E3's expensive. You're not in control of it. It's
right.
time consuming.
And I think Sony wants to get back to the basics of just showing their fans what they have. Here's what we have coming up. Here's what our plans are, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I think E3 has become more about like the activations and the branding. It's not about getting the message out. It's about getting the companies in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that activation grosses me out.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's a room full of people
like
how do we activate Dan? Like, how do we get him activated?
Like I'm a fucking robot.
Yeah, about your product. Get him activated to Monster so you can drink the Demon's Juice.
Ooh, I love the Demon's Juice. They don't have to activate me. I'm in.
Man, what about an energy drink called the Demon's Juice?
I'd suck that down too.
Or the Devil's Juice.
Demon's Juice is better.
Demon's Juice is pretty good.
Or maybe Angel Tears.
The white can and the black can?
Yeah. Demon Juice and Angel Tears.
I don't know about the Angel Tears, but I'm on board for the Devil's Juice.
Why don't you like that? Why don't you
know.
like that? There's a pre-workout Demon's Juice. It's already taken. Why don't you like the Angel Tears?
We could still do the energy drink. I don't think they have one. I don't know. Angel Tears sounds. Look, the Demon. That can look serious.
The thing is like, Angel Tears would really give you wings. They could take that from Red Bull. They ought to rebrand Red Bull.
I'm getting activated right now. All the shit Gerald's showing me. Look, at the end of the day, I think E3 continues to struggle with its identity. And I think PlayStation knows exactly what they want to be. Those two things, to me, don't mix.
They don't mix.
They don't mix for Nintendo either. It's why Nintendo just has a booth with one game in it every year. Look, there's the Devil's Juice product.
Energy, power, and endurance.
That is so tacky looking, though, compared to what I had in my head.
For one thing, the Devil's head doesn't look like a V.
No, it doesn't look like a V. I think they mean the horns, but they should have scooted the
No,
head
I think
down.
I think it's a smile. I think the smile is supposed to be the V.
Scroll up a little bit, Gerald. There's a black background that says Devil's Juice. What does that say underneath it? Oh, Devil's Juice International.
International.
Taking that
Devil's
bitch
Juice
worldwide.
Internationals.
Worldwide.
Global.
Yeah, global. Global. Prestige Global Worldwide. But, yeah, I think E3 doesn't know who it wants to be, and I think Sony knows exactly who it wants to be, and I think right now those two things don't line up. You know, Microsoft will still be there. Phil Spencer will still be on stage beating the drum. You'll still get announcements. But, I mean, think about it. The leaks that happen at E3 and the months leading up to E3, how surprised are you really at anything that happens?
Right.
This just allows Sony to control its message and probably save millions of dollars every year. It's not
like
time
I
to
said,
panic.
Sony wants to go straight to the customers with what they have to offer. And E3 is too busy, I think, I don't know if struggling is the right word, but messing around with finding places to fit in. I think they've gotten too expensive for what they actually offer. And I think these other companies know that. And Sony's the first to act on it, Sony and Nintendo. But they can save a ton of money by skipping E3.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be panicking, and what does this mean for the PS5? And I actually don't think it means anything.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the PS5.
And I also don't think it says anything about Xbox either. I think right now it fits them and what they're doing. So I don't have anything against anyone going or not going. So I think it's fine.
Exactly. I'm with you.
On to the next story. Every year, either PlayStation kind of sends out an email or there's a login to go in and check out your data, what you've done for the year. Gaming in a nutshell, I guess you would say, for everything PlayStation.
Your year in gaming.
Yep, they sent it out this year. I thought we would just go over our stuff a little bit. You can head over to the PlayStation blog. You can find the link there for the 2019 wrap-up, and you can log in and see your own. But we're kind of going to shoot through them kind of quickly.
Through our numbers, yeah. Now, we don't know each other's. We briefly talked. We don't actually like each other. It should be noted.
Yeah, we want to make that clear. We don't know Producer Gerald, so we might take some guesses at Producer Gerald, the stuff we don't know. Just see where we're at, See if we know Gerald like we think we do.
I'm sure we don't.
So we'll start with the first thing listed is how many games you played. We didn't go over this.
We did not.
I'm going to say you played 27 games.
You're pretty close. I played 28.
Now, I won't guess on Gerald's because I saw it.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, so we won't guess. Gerald played 55.
But he played 55.
I played 35.
On.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say 33.
Yeah, I played 35.
Okay.
Top games played. Now, we went through our list.
Yes, we do have our list.
But we didn't go through Gerald's.
We didn't go through Gerald's. This one's going to be tough.
So let's get ours out of the way. I played Rocket League the most at 382 hours. Mm-hmm. Farm Together second at 231 hours. And Everybody's Golf at 34 hours.
Okay. I played The Division 2 at 298 hours. Rocket League at 100 hours. And The Outer Worlds at 30 hours.
Now, let's think about Gerald. So I'm going to place God of War at number 2.
Okay.
That was this year, right? He just played that.
Yeah, he just played it.
Man.
Yeah,
I want to put Minecraft on the list because he got into it heavy, but I don't know if it was enough. And also, I think about Grand Theft Auto, but I don't even know if that was this year or he just played it so long in the past.
Yeah.
That it seems like a lot.
God of War might be on there.
I think God of War is number 2. That's my.
He's got to have some of them free to play games on there.
I don't think so. I don't think he's playing enough of them.
No.
I'm going to put Fallout 76 on the list.
Oh, that could be. That's
maybe number 3.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know. Scroll down. Let's just see it.
Yeah.
Let's just see how close we were. Fallout 76 was number 1. Minecraft was number 2, and God of War was number 3. I fucking know Gerald. I just want to be clear. All games I listed.
Fallout, Minecraft, and God of War.
I'm proud of myself. That was better than expected. I thought that I might be right about some of that. Now, I had the order all wrong.
You did have the order all wrong.
Fallout, Minecraft, and God of War, but yeah. Good for me. Total hours clocked. We kind of went over this before. Mm-hmm. I had 812 hours of total gameplay.
I had 577.
And I think Gerald was like right there with you, right?
589, I think he was at.
Yeah. He's not scrolling down. Scroll down.
He's not.
He's fighting it. We're not going over that. 589. You got it. You remember? Look at that.
I did.
Total days played. I played 289 days.
I played 194.
Did he tell us how many days?
I think it was up in the 230 something, 220
214.
something, 214.
What was your longest played? Was 8 hours. Mine was also 8 hours. That was Gerald's.
What do you mean longest played?
The longest gaming streak.
Mine was 24 hours.
Damn, you played for a full day. That's back when the Division came out.
Yeah. And it was really playing too.
Yeah.
That's probably back when it first came out.
My 8 hours is not even true.
No, because of Farm Together?
Yeah. Gerald played more VR than me this year. That's upsetting. I played 50 hours. He played 76.
I didn't play shit for VR this year.
I believe that.
1 hour.
His preferred gaming is Saturday evening. Mine is Sunday night.
Mine is Sunday evening.
Sunday night, also, fun fact, the worst time to play the most. So I'm glad I held that out. Now, trophies earned. We didn't go over this. I'm going to say that you earned 187 trophies.
Me?
Yes.
I earned 209.
Damn. I went light.
Yep. I'm going to say you earned 283.
300 on the dot.
Whew.
I'm going to say that Gerald earned 289. Because he played less, but he's a trophy hunter.
Yeah. I'll say 2. Yeah, I think that's a fair guess. I'm actually going to go a little lower.
$1.
I'm going to say he's in the 260. I'm going to say 267.
Let's see. 618. You're a psychopath.
Holy shit!
How many platinums?
How many platinums?
10 platinums last year.
10 platinums.
I earned 3.
I had none.
He says all those were in the first 2 months too. That's psychopath numbers.
Wow.
That's crazy.
618.
It's a lot. Games. It's a lot of trophies. You had more bronzes than I had total trophies.
Yeah, me too.
We'll kind of skip some of this stuff here. I don't think anything else is worth going over.
No. No, I don't think so.
Unless anything jumps out at you.
No.
I will
Gerald,
tell you.
I am curious. Games played online. I'm assuming Gerald's is Fallout 76.
Let me tell you what's confusing. So you see there where it says you downloaded however many games through PlayStation Plus? It says 24, right?
Right.
So scroll down a little bit. It'll tell you that there were 24 opportunities. See?
Yes.
Offered 24 games. Look at mine.
Oh, you have 25.
How did I get one more game that was offered?
I don't know.
And everyone else I've talked to is 24. Which is only like 4 other people that I went through 4 people total. But friend of the show, Pat, man. Friend of the show.
I only got 8. Apparently, I only downloaded 8.
Yeah, Howard missed a whole bunch too. But not me.
If it's something I know I'm not interested in, I don't go ahead and put it on there.
I just add it to library.
I don't.
But how did I get one more game?
I don't know.
It doesn't even exist. I got 25 out of 24.
I don't know.
So here's what I'm
amazing.
telling you, though. I don't know how much faith I can put in any of these numbers.
Oh. Okay.
Because I've downloaded one more game than physically possible. Again, if you want to see your numbers, head over to the PlayStation blog. You'll see a 2019 wrap up, and click on it, log in, and you can see all of your info. It's pretty neat. It's pretty insightful. I was totally wrong about mine. I was closer to Gerald's numbers than I were my own. As far as what was played, I was a little shocked. So, you got anything to add with that? You done? We're good? We're moving on?
No. I'm just surprised that because if I played that many games this year, a lot of them didn't interest me.
Yeah.
Because my third most played game was Outer Worlds at 30 hours.
Yeah, my third most played game was like a 6-year-old golf game.
So that still leaves 20, let's see, what was it, 28 minus, that still leaves 25 games that I played for less than 30 hours.
Yeah, that seems right.
And I gotta believe that they would be like 2 hours, maybe. So there were a bunch of games that just didn't do it for me, obviously.
Well, mine's a little misleading because a lot of those VR titles you can start and finish in a couple of hours. So,
well, that's true.
It looks like I bounced off stuff when a lot of those I completed.
Right.
Not too many because I only spent 50 hours in VR, but you know what I mean.
I only spent 1, so I know it wasn't me.
You spent 1 hour?
1 hour.
I don't even know if you were. I guess that's the one time you played. What's the shooting game?
Firewall.
Yeah, because I think we played one time last year.
Yeah.
On to the next story. Google Stadia has more than 10 exclusives planned for the next 6 months. To date, Tequila Works Guilt is still the only exclusive that's on the system since its launch. Looking at our upcoming lineup, we're tracking more than 120 games coming to Stadia in 2020, a press release reads, and they are targeting more than 10 games in the first half of the year alone that will be available on Stadia, only on Stadia when they launch. No word yet on what those may be, although it's possible that Typhoon Studios, a developer of Journey to the Savage Planet, is working on something after being bought by Stadia. Tequila Works CEO Paul Rubio has sung the praises of the developing for Stadia and the possibilities that other major studios have been courted for exclusives. So they're also adding in the next 3 months support for 4K gaming on the web, further assistant functionality when playing on the web, support for additional Android phones, and wireless gameplay on the web through the Stadia controller. So just a quick update on where Stadia is at.
Mm-hmm. Have you touched yours?
I have not, other than downloading the free games. They do continue to give games away.
Mm-hmm.
I do keep jumping on. So when I first got it, was like, man, you have to download shit through the app. Like, that's a pain in the ass. Like, that's how you get stuff.
It's really not, is it?
No, it's fantastic.
Because you can do it anywhere.
Anywhere.
As soon as you read about it, you're like, fuck it, go download. Boop.
You can sit down to take a dump and be like, I don't think I got the free games on Stadia yet. And you can do it right there. It's so convenient and simple. And then when you turn your Stadia on, they're just there because there's nothing to download. It's great. It's so good. That part is genius. Now, when the store has 120 titles in it, they're going to have to make it easier to browse.
Right.
But as it stands right now, for the limited games that are up there, it's perfect. It's so convenient. So I do regret saying that early on, but that's what happens when change happens, folks. It's hard to adjust to. But no, I haven't played my Stadia. Not much at all. I don't regret getting it, but I haven't played it. If that makes sense.
It does make sense.
We're gonna cap it off with a good old list. We went through our games of the year. We went through our games of the decade. I thought it'd be fun to tell you, if we were talking financial gain, what the games of the year and what the games of the decade would look like. And
yep. So we got 3 lists here.
Let me tell you that games of the year. Don't get too excited about it. I just want to throw that out there.
First, we got the top 10 best-selling games of 2019 in the U.S. for December. We've got, and keep in mind, this is just December 2019, best-selling games in the U.S. only. We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is number 2, Madden NFL 20, NBA 2K20, Luigi's Mansion 3, Pokemon Sword, Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Pokemon Shield, and Minecraft. So, Nintendo pretty much dominated that list.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Mario Kart, and Smash Brothers all in the top 10.
Yep. And I'm assuming Minecraft, most of that's coming off of the Switch as well.
Probably. A lot of people getting Switches for Christmas, and obviously those are some of the core games you would want.
Right. So, interesting.
It is interesting.
And then for the entire for the entire year of 2019, just 1 year, not a decade, not 10 years, just 1 year. For the year of 2019, the best-selling games, again, U.S. only. Number 1 was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number 2 was NBA 2K20. Number 3 was Madden NFL 20. Number 4 was Borderlands 3. Number 5 was Mortal Kombat 11. 6 is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. 7 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 8 is Kingdom Hearts 3. 9 is The Division 2. And 10 is Mario Kart 8.
It's worth noting all of the Nintendo properties don't include digital sales, so they're all likely higher than where they are placed on all of these lists.
Right.
They're the only ones that don't include digital sales.
And then we've got the super cool Games of the Decade top selling. This is from 2010 to 2019. Again, U.S. only. So of the decade, number 1 was Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 2... 5, I'm sorry. It's 5. Yes, it is 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 was number 1. 2 was Call of Duty Black Ops. 3 was Black Ops 2. 4 was Modern Warfare 3. 5 was Black Ops 3. 6 was Ghosts. Those are all Call of Duty games. Number 7 was Red Dead Redemption 2. Back to the Call of Duties with number 8, we've got World War II. 9 was Black Ops 4. And 10 was Minecraft.
Holy shit, that list is a lot of Call of Duty.
We talk shit about it, but it obviously sells.
If you remove Rockstar games in Call of Duty, Minecraft is the only game left.
That's true. That's quite true.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I know how popular those games are, but I think to see it on a list like that, to me, was a little jarring. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, I can see that.
Man, the value of a property like Black Ops is clear when 1 through 4 are all on the top 10
all
games
on the list.
Of the decade.
Yep. It obviously matters.
It does obviously matter. That's it for the news. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that shit. It was handpicked for you. We're like farm to table with our video game news.
Farm to table with our video game news. That's what we bring. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
All organic.
Yeah. Cage free.
Cage free organic news.
Yep. No fake news here. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
All real.
You decide. All real all the time.
All real all the time.
Action News 72. That's what it sounds like. That's it for the news. We're going to move on to shout-outs. Remember, if you want a shout-out, head over to patreon.com/Gamestitch and support us at the $10 tier or higher. You get a shout-out each and every episode, whether you give us one or not. We heard from a friend of the show, Zach.
We did.
Zach wrote into it, told us a lot of stuff that's just for us. Too bad. You won't never know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But he did close out with a shout-out. And he says this week's shout-out is definitely going to Thomas and his family. Sorry it's taken so long, but congrats on the new little one, bro. Now, we went ahead and took care of this shout-out previously for Zach.
We did.
But it's nice for him to come in with a real one.
Straight from the horse's mouth at this point.
Yeah, that's a saying. Straight from the horse's mouth.
It is. I don't know what it means, but because horses don't talk.
Mr. Ed talked.
Mr. Ed talked, but I'm pretty sure it went around before that. The saying was around before Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed doesn't hold up either. I'll just tell you.
No, did you watch it recently?
I watched it when I was old enough for it to not hold up already.
Oh yeah, me too. When I was a child.
Yeah,
you're talking you're talking in the early '80s. It didn't hold up.
Yeah, I was probably watching it in the '90s, and it didn't hold up. So, I still, oddly enough, still watched it though.
Oh yeah, so I mean, it was on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not good. Like this show. Not bad. Not
bad.
Good.
Not good.
Right. You wouldn't cancel
all action
us.
all the time. Real news.
Action 72. We might shut this down and come up with a real news place.
We might. I bet I don't.
All real all the time.
You might be doing that by yourself.
Producer Gerald's got my back.
Okay.
He loves it.
You guys have fun. You can tell me all about it.
We'll drink demon juice on air always.
Angel tears.
Angel tears. Ghost farts.
That's fine too.
They're super hard to get a hold of.
That's what you should. Well, you should open up an oxygen bar and call it that.
Ghost farts. Yeah. We're full of good ideas. I don't know if you people know that or not. I don't know how long you've been listening, but we're overflowing with great ideas. Always.
Yeah.
This is pretty much just an hour 15-minute long think tank that happens every week.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what this is. If you're a brand out there and you're looking for an identity, just reach out to us.
Yeah, it's just every week we get together and brainstorm on air. That's what we do.
Yeah. If you're a brand, you want some new ideas, you can hit us up, podcast@gamestitch.com. However you need to do it, let us know. We'll turn your company around.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe all the way around, back to where you started.
We might 360 it. It could happen. Ooh, no better, no worse. But we got paid a lot of money. See what we did there?
We're super expensive.
Boom.
I mean, stuff like ghost farts, that's not coming in everyone's head,
No kidding.
Right, that's specific to the kind of...
Well, you're paying for our imagination.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff we can... Have oxygen bars died? Are those even a thing anymore?
I'm pretty sure they are, but only in the bigger cities, I'm pretty sure. There's still some around.
Hey, look, he Googled ghost farts. I think we're in the clear on this. We might have lost the battle with demon juice.
But we got ghost farts.
It looks like ghost fart oxygen bar is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a sign out front that says, when we bust ass, you feel better. Something like that.
Yeah. That's right.
There's a tube of ghost farts. Oh, lip balm. Well, that's weird. Probably tastes like blueberry.
Boo-berry.
Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. Now we got to get sued by fucking Post or whoever makes that. General Mills.
It's General Mills, I think. Yeah.
Man. So thanks for the shout out, Thomas or Zach, and then obviously Thomas still busy with the little one. Didn't have a chance to send us in anything, but I'm sure he would like to thank Zach for taking the time to give him best wishes.
That's right.
Gerald's pulled up a ghost
in my mind.
Ghost poof.
Ghost poops. Poof.
I don't know what that is. Bunny farts.
Bunny farts, cotton candy.
Look, they thought it was funny too.
Mm-hmm.
Cat farts, cotton candy. I don't want a cat fart.
I don't want a bunny fart either, to be honest.
Something about ghost farts is funny because you're like, that's a fake fart on a fake thing.
Right, because bunnies and cats are real.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't really want to eat a cat fart.
Right, yeah, you don't want that. It's gross.
But the thing is a ghost, like, depending on who you ask, I suppose, they're not like a real thing.
I want to hold on. Let me debunk something. It's not depending on who you ask. I want to be clear. You could think whatever you want, but you don't even need to say that. You could just keep talking.
No. I want to throw it out there because I want to include. I don't want to be exclusive. But the thing is, even if ghosts are real, if you believe ghosts are real, the fact that they fart is probably not a thing.
You still can't do it. You still can't make it through a whole sentence because you're like, even if they happen to somehow be real. Let's get wild and say they're real. They probably don't bust ass.
Right.
They're not
so
real.
that's why ghost farts work. They can literally be
anything.
Yeah.
Because they're just imagination anyway.
Right.
Write us in. Let us know about your real ghost stories. Producer Gerald believes in ghosts.
I know he does.
He's had real encounters.
I've heard.
Where do you land on ghosts?
I don't.
Yeah, I figured based on your hypothetically, if they were real. What does that say? He says, I'm not 100% sure ghosts aren't real.
I suppose that's fair.
I guess you can't ever be 100% sure something isn't.
Right.
But they aren't. So that's why I want to end there.
I'm about 49.51, okay.
Are you?
Yeah, you can pick whichever way that is. No, that's just
I know
me
which way it is.
That's just me walking the line.
Oh.
I don't think ghosts are a thing.
I'm like Lysol, 99.9% sure.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because you can never be 100% sure, but I'm damn close.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm not 100% sure that they don't exist.
I think
weird shit
happens. Weird shit happens sometimes.
I understand that.
I think it could be explained.
Be explained by science in some form.
Science. We could look into science, yeah.
No, I don't do science, no.
All news all the time.
Action 72.
That's a good name. It's probably already taken.
No, I don't think there's a channel 72 that is a local channel that just does snooze. We're probably safe.
All real all the time. I think maybe the people that host it are drunk even. They're just shit-faced on air. Yeah.
Or high.
Yeah.
Some combination of both.
And we let them pick the stories.
Yep.
So it could be anything. A local podcast discovered the truth about ghosts this week. We can make the Action 72.
We can make Action 72 news.
Yeah.
We can tell our friends, I'm on the news. Action 72.
It's got to be real. It was on the news.
Right.
Remember that used to be a thing where people just always believed the news was real? Now everybody believes the news is fake all the time.
Right. There's no in between.
We took a 180.
Either none of it's true or all of it's true.
I choose to believe...
There is no, 90% truth to every lie. Any of that.
I don't watch the news.
I read the news some.
Yeah.
But I don't watch the news.
I just like reading clickbait titles and just deciding what actually happened.
Ooh, I love clickbait.
Without ever reading it.
I feel like clickbait was made for me. And other times, I'm like, who buys into this shit?
Sometimes it's so bad, though, you're like, I need to click on it to see what garbage this is.
Right.
It gets you that way, too. So, if you're out there clickbaiting, enjoy. Don't stop on our account.
Nope. You do you. It's our motto here.
It is our motto here, along with all the 400 other mottos that we have. We're also like a motto meal. If you need one of those, get at us. We're turning those out like some people do puppies. You know what I'm saying?
And those don't cost as much as our great ideas.
Anytime you can relate yourself back to a puppy meal, you should. People really like that.
Uh-huh. People love puppy meals, yeah.
Yeah, anytime you can tie your business back to that.
Mm-hmm.
We're like a motto meal. Less cages.
We just churn them out.
Because we're free range.
Right. And organic.
Antibiotic free.
All right.
We just let our shit suffer if we get sick.
That's right. We don't vaccinate our mottos.
Ooh, anti-vax.
Ooh.
I can't think of a better place to close this out.
What did I do there? Yeah.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, I am at Podcast Ryan. Dan is at Shirtless Dan. Gerald is at Hoffen Show. We need to change that to at Producer Gerald, but we'll talk about that later. And then together we're at Game_Stitch. If you want to hit us up on Twitter, which none of us use, you could do that. I've
been checking it some.
Checking it and using it are different, though.
It's true.
You gotta be like, look what I had for breakfast. I just took a dump. Check it out.
Yep.
That's what Instagram's for now. The gram.
The gram.
Kids use
which
the
we're
gram.
not on either.
Yeah, we have one. We don't post.
No.
The Snap. Kids like the Snap.
People do like the Snap.
Yeah, and it's well documented. But I'm on the TikTok.
You are on the TikTok.
I don't make videos. I just creep.
I watch them too.
So I don't even have an account. I just creep.
Me too.
That's what life's about. Creeping. But that's going to do it for us. We're going to be back next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.